The Rosenbach brothers themselves were great collectors, and one of their categories was portrait miniatures. Typically, a portrait miniature is a delicate painting on ivory or vellum of a loved one, framed like a cameo in a delicate gold or jeweled frame. In my case, I flipped the equation and focused more on the frames, creating portraits through collage of materials that were appropriate to the subject. So, for example, Philip Rosenbach, bit of a dandy, loved his china and decorative accessories. So I've given him this kind of outlandish mosaic frame, including a little homage to the British royal family, which he had a great affection for. Dr. Rosenbach is surrounded by a frame of jewels, which connects him to my own jewelry practice, and little miniature versions of the most famous books that he bought, sold, and collected in his career. A second Dr. Rosenbach portrait has the theme, "Freedom is Everyone's Job," which was the motto of the Freedom Train, a U.S. government museum on wheels that was sent around the country after World War II, and which Dr. R loaned founding documents. Rebecca Gratz, that fierce feminist of our story, she gets what I call my Whiskey Rebellion treatment, using protest pins and buttons to tell her story in a real time travel kind of way. John Frederick Lewis is represented twice. In this one, the Hall of Presidents surrounds him much as he surrounded himself with portraits of great Americans from history in his own home and probably library. Over here, Lewis and his wife are in a pair of double portraits by Cecilia Beau. The night on the left is 1913, which is the address today of the library. That is where we find John and one son. And on the right is 1914 Spruce Street, which was the address of the home, and that's where Anne and their other son is. There's all of these pieces are on top of a blueprint from the Lewis Library that was created during my own renovation in the 1990s. Little Henry Matisse bronze finds its way into this case. This is from the Rosenbach's collection, and the scale, the portrait miniature fit the theme. It was a bit of a thrill as an artist to have a Matisse bronze in a case with my own work. And also the Rosenbach brothers had reputation as a bit of ladies' men. So I thought they personally would really enjoy having a naked lady in the case with them. Finally, a portrait miniature of myself and my parents. This is an image from 1963, the year that we emigrated to the United States. We're surrounded by Israeli coins, with the exception of that one shiny penny, a 1963 penny, the same year that we arrived, representing the hope of the American dream.